I have to redo my sound settings because it reset itself again, so give me just a moment. Thank you, Matt, for letting me know. The one time I haven't checked it since it's did that last time is the one time that it happened. Thank you so much, Matt. Okay, perfect. Um, the air around you is sharp and bitter. There's almost like a haunting chill that begins to creep down from the windswept plateau. You guys see the dim lights of distant campfires kind of flickering like dying embers, struggling to break the oppressive blanket of night. You guys hear the occasional distant cry of an owl or the whisper of the wind against stone walls and the shrubbery around you. How would you like to proceed? What are you doing first?
I would like to, from one edge of the semicircle, or where on the semicircle did we like approach?
On the semicircle?
Yeah, because you said it was like a semicircle
Oh, if
ridge down
yes.
into a valley.
So
Yeah.
there's shrubbery on either side, and foliage and trees and all that good stuff. So you guys, whatever side you guys wanted to end up on, that's entirely up to you as far as how you would like to set up to discuss an approach. My default is the right side, but I don't want to say that and have you guys be like, I don't trust it, you know?
Okay. Are we on the Sighing Valley map?
We're using that for reference, yeah. So looking at that, you guys are a bit back. Let me draw. Enter drawing mode. Would be back in this area. Depending on how close you get, you would see that there is a drawbridge right
Oh, so
here.
this is like completely opposite of what I thought the layout is. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're not going through this to get to the tower. This is what's behind the tower. Okay, I understand now.
I apologize.
All good.
Okay.
We're just a bunch of directionally challenged people.
Yeah,
If
and me trying to like
yes,
listen to what you're saying and like map it out accordingly in my head, I fucked that up.
if to get, I'm gonna ping
Here, let me put a party
right
token
there.
on.
How long would that take?
To get there?
Yeah.
Just well, are you trying to move quietly and slowly?
Yeah.
Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's a couple hundred
I would like
yards.
to try and head that way to
Okay.
get a larger view of the tower itself.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
Eh,
Let's see. 12. Okay, that's not too terrible. What is everybody else doing as Jacos is slinking off to get a better view?
Probably
um,
not doing anything to be seen because I'm not stealth and don't want to risk it.
Okay.
Uh, could I, um, sort of as we're at the left dot, right? That's where we're at.
Yes. The further
All
right
right.
is
So in
the
that case,
drawbridge.
got you. So in that case, God, you would like to look up at the windows of the tower, any sort of opening, and then turn on his thermal vision to see if he can see anything, maybe trying to peek.
Okay, beautiful.
I was
Any
gonna say, Awen will kind of post up and she's keeping an eye on all of the exits she can see and she's watching for movements.
okay. Anything from you, Rick?
Uh, Rick is still on Godry's shoulders, so I would say Rick is like a imaginary joystick around as Godry's doing his thing.
When you give your little brother the unplugged controller to make him think they're playing a game.
Okay. So, Jacos, as you kind of sneak off to get a better view, pressing closer to the edge, you see that the land abruptly drops away into a vast expanse. You don't know it yet, but this is the Sighing Valley. The wind here is constant and blows at your cloak and your hair, almost with ghostly fingers. You see that the valley stretches before you like a great sunken bowl. I'm fighting myself because I almost said something, but I'm not giving any of you bitches free bingo slots.
I was just thinking, does that count as a word stumble? I'll let that one slide. Because we all have, there's all little disses in there. Like, Rick does his own thing. Contagious can't roll. Yours
No, I
was
loved
the
it.
fumbling word.
Oh, I knew that immediately, and it made me happy. I've never felt, well, I feel very seen. So you see that the drop into the valley is hundreds of feet below. There are pale grasses that kind of ripple like water in the wind. There's chalky bluffs that thrust up like broken bones from the earth. The descent is jagged and steep. And
I think that counts as sexual innuendo.
does it? All right, let me mark my card.
What have we turned into?
Children, and I'm going to do this for all of my tables. Matt,
Do you want
this
the,
is
do you
going
want the
to.
website?
Yes, please.
Okay, remind me later.
Okay. Matt, Awen made a bingo card for our table, and it's fucking great. Here, I'm going to copy and paste this link so you can see what it is that we're working with. It's pretty fucking cool. Fun little note for you guys that obviously Godry does not know, but might be kind of fun for him, is that the cliffside, as far as you can see, is laced with like narrow goat trails and crumbled ledges. You see there is the river that runs through the valley. You see that the spire, the tower, is basically on its own outcropping, almost like a beacon set upon a pedestal amidst the rugged terrain. You would see that there is, let me see if I can ping. Yeah, Matt, we're gonna have to do that with our tables. That would be a fucking hoot. Let me grab the party asset, party token, so that way I can ping. Okay. You see that there is a plateau here. It's very, very faint, but you do see this kind of jut up in the valley itself above the river. For the spire itself, you would see that there are banners at the very top that kind of flicker like tongues in the wind. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please. So Awen, Godry, and Jacos.
I'll do this one with guidance.
Okay.
Oh, I was so close.
That's what she said.
Oh, fuck me.
Damn, out of the three of us.
And
Guidance. I'm
What
guiding
do you
myself.
guys see?
it's just Rick's knees like holding on.
I check? Could Rick roll perception too?
Uh,
Because he's
Okay.
like kind of floating too.
yours would be at disadvantage since you're playing with your joystick.
Well, he's like okay.
If it weren't
Okay.
already checked off.
He's like
If you
moving.
haven't checked
He's
off
like
your sex
moving it
and
as
you
Audrey's
go.
looking.
Okay, so when he stopped, then you're
Rick.
looking out as well.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Rick, this is not optimal. You may need to lower yourself.
Okay. So the rest of you, save for Rick, and I'll come to that in just a moment, see that there are
I don't like that. I don't like that you said that.
see that there's obviously some kind of light source coming from the windows, and you catch the flickering of the banners atop the tower, and you see the clear night sky. Go ahead, Awen.
What do these banners look like?
You don't know. With a 9, you can't make it out.
Well, I rolled for guidance, and it was.
Oh, what was
that
your
brings me
guidance?
to
Oh, a
13.
13? Okay.
That would be fair. That would be fair.
That would be.
I still might not see, but
Anyone?
I'm trying to think of how much I can give you. You would see that they are like a long vertical like pennant essentially. Obviously cloth. There's something on there, some sort of symbol or detail, but you can't make out what it is with a 13.
Awen forgot her glasses.
Doesn't
Yeah, I'm coming to you in just a second.
Anyone is being blinded by the fucking Avicii concert on her chest.
Rick, I'm going to shoot you a message with what the symbol
That
is.
was good.
Rick is also looking for hippogriffs.
Yeah, you don't see any of those.
What do I hear?
Give me just a second.
Yeah, I hear.
But can I sense
Andy, how
them?
did you know that was my master plan all along? Reverse jinx.
Sabotage the group through Jinx.
Okay. What?
Everyone else will go below a 10, but contagious.
What? Oh, did Contagious roll?
No,
Oh,
I'm just laughing because everyone else seems to be rolling bad, but the space is for me rolling bad. So.
I know. Do you want to try and roll anyway?
No, I'm specifically not looking out because I don't want to ring-a-ding-ding my armor and
Ding,
alert
ding,
the
ding,
entire
ding,
fucking
ding, ding,
tower.
ding.
I don't know, I
Um,
feel like you can look without. You can make a perception check without.
Well, so it's because Jacobs had specifically said that they were going closer, and I was just saying like, yeah, I'm not gonna try to be sneaky
No, I'm
and
going
closer.
farther away.
No, she went 15 minutes south.
and Rick.
Yeah,
thought it was closer.
I'm trying to walk down here.
Oh.
Rick,
I
I'm gonna
misunderstood.
send
Stealthily,
you-
but I'm trying to walk.
Take this one with your Batman neck.
I mean, I can make if the main group's just at the tower, I can make a perception check then and see. if
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Give us that
Does roll
fingers
poorly
crossed.
mean less than 5?
I was thinking more for like
I
something
don't-
he's supposed to be good at.
I don't appreciate the group rooting against me here, just for a fucking bingo spot. I don't like this. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Damn.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. Matt said get low. What I'm going to do real quick, since there's two of you, I'm going to pull the two of you down. We will be right back.
Oh, drag down. That's a space.
Bow, bow, bow.
Hold on. Hi.
Where is the drag down spot?
Drag down secret info. I'm going to mute that.
I've told Beck everything except the things I don't know. She doesn't understand the inspo for the character.
Really?
Truly.
Ah.
Never
And I
seen
haven't
it.
looked it
Does
up
not know what it
since.
is.
I don't know the reference.
I'm not saying anything.
to it, and I've been good, and I haven't looked it up because I know it's something like well known. I just don't know what it is, and it would be very easy to just like baby baby do.
I'm sorry, easy to what?
Baby 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 do.
To know the inspo for my character.
To Google it.
Someone got it
Cryptic
right away
message of
on
elemental.
another server I'm in.
I love
Yeah, I
it.
did see that.
Just by the name.
But anyways, what did you see?
You gonna tell anybody?
Oh,
With class.
first thing I'd like to do is I'm gonna pull out my little featherstone thing, and I want to kind of like hold it up to one of the banners and see if it matches.
The coloration of it?
Like the coloration, if like the feather on the banner is like drawn similarly to the shape of my stone.
There is a similarity in the shape of your stone. Your stone is not feather shaped, but there are some unmistakable similarities. The color of your stone is a little deeper.
Got it.
Does that count as sigil spotting?
It's not one of the sigils. I meant like the sigils that we have been seeing.
What do you guys see?
So
It was like
there are
I can't
a couple
get a
guards
good feel of it.
patrolling, and the banners have feathers on them, and also there are bird tracks. And Contagious is just gonna kind of like one by one point these out as he sees them.
Cretaceous
Well,
just said he saw tracks.
Yeah, but I don't see them.
Maybe they just dropped them off and left.
No, they gotta be here.
By
Somewhere.
what logic?
What's gonna take them back? You think they're gonna walk all the way back all the way back?
I mean, the hypocrites weren't waiting for them in the valley. They summoned them, so they'll probably summon them again when they need them.
Regardless,
Also, maybe not the best time for side quest, Rick.
I think we are dead meat if any of us get close to that tower.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just stay hidden and scout it out for a while. Get a rest, see what's going on, get a better idea before we try to approach anything.
Maybe when Jagos returns, he'll have seen something.
I know my roll was terrible, and this was just a general roll for things. But from standing on this edge, is there any large openings in the cliff face around that area?
Any large
Or
openings?
in the pillar under the spire itself?
None that you can see, no.
Okay, so I will start walking back.
Okay.
As far as the tracks, do they seem to be like sporadic, or do they seem to like go in a specific direction?
Some of them are kind of sporadic. Go ahead and give me a survival check, please. Oh, you don't need to. Mark that off on your card.
Oh heck!
No
Frickin'
way!
yeah.
Okay. A lot of them, most of them, in fact, seem to be going towards and away from the tower. And then kind of meandering off a little of the, that main. There's not really a path, essentially. It's just natural traveled earth. But some kind of off the beaten path, if you will.
Rick will climb off of Gaudry, kind of slide down his side.
Okay.
Like a fireman's
and,
pole?
and like barely like not taking any fall damage.
Oh, you
from the
sure?
height.
You sure?
And well, and like he'll kind of like kneel down to the ground and start just following the tracks forward, maybe about 20 feet.
And you do so.
Gaudry would, once Rick, like, starts investing in the tracks and continuing, he would sort of crouch down, start stepping, like, trying to tread carefully after him, and Gaudry would speak in a lowered pitch. Rick, I must say, while your fascination might resonate with mine about these birds, Contagious' logic was sound. He did manage to detect that, well, they may have just come and gone, and they are birds. It's unlikely they would have stayed still. It may be best to come back before you are spotted, as he did say there are guards.
I'd like stealth checks from both of you, please.
Raven's like, shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding.
Everyone?
Wait, all of us?
No,
The
just
two
those
moving.
Okay.
This is kind of Rick does his own
Oh,
thing.
well, I do have to sneak back.
So,
I keep opening the
14.
chat.
14 and 15.
I do have to sneak back if you want to make me roll for that.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I keep opening the chat and being accosted by the GIF
Oh, so
that
many dice.
Andy sent. I need to like. I wish I could manually spoil
Put a
it.
Yeah,
So
put a spoiler
all
over.
I need right now on my bingo card is roll for initiative, so I can't wait.
What all do you have
Shit.
marked off?
We might be fucked.
Oh, guidance.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
Rick gets us killed for a bingo card, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right.
I put it past him. JJ's
what
like,
you-
I get to
you
kill
see what
Ulrich
you've done to
and I
us,
get
Zeke?
bingo.
He's turned us against us.
Okay. As far as you guys know, you are all undetected. Rick, and do you respond to Godry at all?
Yeah, he might turn around and say,
You right. You
that's,
right.
That's good logic, buddy. Let's go back.
I think as you return, you see Awen is struggling to keep her eyes open. She is, like, every now and then, like, having to jolt herself
Oh, I
awake.
hurt.
Godry would probably walk over, sort of crouch down. Awen, a soft little hand on her shoulder. If you are having trouble staying conscious, while the rest of us keep lookout for a safe place to rest, you could also be carried while you rest.
Thank you. I don't think we're moving. I'll be fine. Thank you, though.
Understood. Rick, your pair of eyes could also be used. If something sees amiss between, well, any of you organic beings, please alert me. And then he'll go to looking back at the tower.
Organic beings.
Mind picking me up again, Godry?
Saw that DM. Glad I had a minute to fix my face.
Yes,
What?
I have you, Rick.
Don't tell me, like, Jacob's got ambushed or some shit.
Rick might rest his head on top of Godry's and
Oh my
Don't-
fucking god. You cannot be snoring here.
You can sleep anywhere.
very, very, very soft snoring.
I was gonna say immediately Gaji will go, and just sob.
Suffocate him.
Dorami selected.
He jumped out a window. So are we just watching and waiting?
I think we're just waiting for Jacobs to get back right now before we make a decision.
Yeah.
For time's sake, we'll say that he returns.
Anything?
Nothing interesting.
Hmm.
But whatever you do, don't go over the cliff.
That's
Insight
ominous.
check. I was like, I'm sitting here trying to IRL insight check cast to see if I can get anything. I'm like, they saw something.
Oh, by the way, I have a question about the card, Awen. When it says player goes down, could I
I mean,
technically
like-
mark mine off because Rick went down Godry?
No,
Or
it means
are you
0
meaning
hit
like
points.
dead? Oh, come on. Okay.
Hits 0.
Dead.
Not
Darn
that
it.
like a character dies.
Loophole.
Gaji,
No.
patch my skull in.
Oh my god.
Yes.
If you have another player
Godry,
kill you, there are
launch
no
me.
deals on that. You just have to roll.
If there's no hippogriffs in the area, might as well just launch me. Yeah, I can fly.
I believe I can fly.
I don't. I
Anyways,
don't believe you can fly, Rick.
I can fall gracefully, though.
What's down there?
so,
what are
so do
you
I.
insight checking?
Hold on, repeat what you said first. Don't.
I didn't see anything interesting, but whatever you do, don't go over the cliff.
I'm trying to insight how obviously something has caused Jacos to say that. I want to insight the nature of it, or how, like, if you saw something like immediately, like an issue, why it's not being said.
Literally, like, it is a sheer cliffside. It is certain death.
Gotcha.
If somebody is going over, it better be an enemy.
Aye.
So we find a place to bunker down. Just keep an eye out on the tower, see what we can figure out.
At least for now, I think. A good night's rest will sharpen all of our minds, and maybe we will, having watched it, glean something. Maybe not, but at least we'll have clear minds.
Can we look around for the best place? Stop. Best place that we could, like, stay hidden as a group, but still have an eye on the place. If there's anywhere better than where we are currently, that's, like, more out of the way in case, like, someone comes to the drawbridge.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, please.
Guidance.
Got it.
Guidance.
Alright,
Oh,
there you go, guys.
there
Have
it
fun.
is.
Have at it.
Bingo time. Let's see.
What are you supposed to have?
Uh,
You don't even have a plus to survival. That doesn't count.
doesn't appear that there's any place that's better than another here.
Okay.
Let me see.
Anybody else want to take a shot at that?
Would it be possible? Probably a no. But over in this area, like a little behind this slope that we're at,
Mm-hmm.
those creases, would it be plausible? Like, are they big enough that we could, like, almost lay with the crease? So if they're coming out with the sun high and wind, we might just look like shadows under the creases?
That brings
Or
up a
like
good
in it?
point. Is this map correct
You have
where
the spell.
the sun is going to set or going to rise on the right side of the map?
So if somebody
Like,
couldn't remember what direction the sun rose and set, what would you tell them? I'm asking for a friend. It rises in the east.
yes.
Is
Is east, is this, like, map straight on, straightforward, no weird shit?
correct.
Correct.
Okay. So something to keep in mind is that when the sun rises,
We will be looking into it.
we will be looking to it, and we will have a direct beam on us. If it were coming from behind us, whatever we are against might be casting shadow on us. We will be casting our own shadows, but if it is rising towards us,
Yeah.
we'll be more visible. So just something else to keep in mind. But I rolled 16 survival check.
Okay. So you would see, and to answer your question, Godry, it is possible. Depending on how you situate yourselves and everything like that. The area around here, as I said, there's foliage and bushes and things of that sort. It's not incredibly thick. But Awen, you feel that overall it's like where you guys are at in that general vicinity, or even if the area that Godry spoke of could be good enough to potentially take time to rest. while still having eyes on the tower, and potentially remain undetected.
I think, unless we wanted to try and venture out to the spot Audrey mentioned, I think either that or this, but it's just a matter of if we're willing to take the risk of moving.
Awen, do you happen to have a Liamon's tiny hut?
I don't know what that is, so probably not.
No.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that a spell?
It is.
Yeah.
If I did, it's not prepared.
Okay.
What's the spell?
It basically allows you
How do you
to
say it?
create Liamon's tiny hut. Here, I'll bring it up and share it with you. Drop share it.
Let's say. Is that a cleric's, like, a spell a cleric can have?
It is.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop share this with
I
you.
need.
The problem is we don't have 3rd level spells yet.
Oh, it is 3rd level.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why we don't have it yet. Because I'm thinking about taking that too.
That's a good one to look into for moments
And at
like
least on this, the thing that you just shared, it says it's Bard, Eldritch Knight, Wizard,
So it's also Twilight
Arcane
Domain.
Trickster, Ritual.
Oh, is that-
Twilight?
Is it? Okay, that's why I have it as a
Yeah,
cleric then.
It's Twilight Domain only.
Oh, that is good to know.
You're just out here lying to me.
Well, I'm playing a Twilight cleric, and he has
I'm
it,
just messing with you. No, you're good.
so that's why he has it. Okay, just kidding.
Here's a chocolate chip cookie. It's not an oatmeal raisin cookie. I swear.
I love oatmeal raisins.
So good, so good.
See, they're overhated. That and raisins. But
Love them.
the
Mashed potatoes are not made of cauliflower. The mashed potatoes are not made of cauliflower.
They should not be.
There's no one bossing, sorry.
Okay. So is our plan
Uh,
to try and get a long rest?
Give me just a sec.
I was gonna ask, the ground that we're on.
Mhm.
Is it like easily shiftable? I guess, or like can be dug.
Yeah, I
What?
mean it's there are parts of it that are gonna have like stone and stuff in it, but most of it is just earth.
Okay.
I think we're good how we are. By moving and digging, we might just trigger us being able to be spotted. They might see movement.
I was mostly above table asking because Godry, the thought would be for Godry to be able to dig himself into a hole, leave his eyes visible, put dirt on him, Wally style, and then go in there, and then he'd be like a little what
Like
are they?
submarine?
Yeah, like a woodsman spider where they can fucking hop out. He just sits there like this with his little visor peeking out from the dirt.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
I'm a slogan baby. You know Shell over here.
Ain't no shell over here.
Okay. Would you say it would be medium difficulty to dig through this sort of earth?
Yeah. Not incredibly easy, more medium than anything.
So probably not then.
You could give me an athletics. And is anybody helping?
Yeah, we've never had an athletics roll go wrong. Got this.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. This is
Well, yeah,
this is
I'll-
Earth, not tree. Like a
I'll
fat
dig
kid
up
at the
a little
beach.
Man,
That's-
wouldn't it be really cool if someone could cast the move Earth spell?
Garrett could.
Oh, you totally gave that thing away too.
There's a nat 1 for
Oh.
you.
Above table. If Awen was attuned to a rock, she could.
See, I could have used the inspo, but I won't waste it in this scenario.
Oof.
Big oof. So, I guess I won't be able to dig too much with that.
Yeah. Yeah. You picked
So
the
Gaji
one
won't be-
spot where it's like all rock.
Would Rick's perception roll from earlier, um, would he have seen any sort of like secondary ways, like up the top, like up the base of whatever the tower's sitting on? Like maybe like a secret staircase or anything?
From where you're at, no. Because you, like, where you guys are situated, there's still a good gap between where you are and where the tower is, and where the edge to where the bridge drops down.
Words are hard.
Words are
What's
hard.
further to the west of us?
Let me
Is there
mark
like a
this really
mountain that might be
quick.
taller than the tower?
To
That's the way we came,
west.
right?
Yeah, that's the way that
From
you
the
came.
ledge?
Oh.
Not anything that's close enough to give you a vantage point down.
Oh no, that's weird rock. Where is it? There they are. Gaji would, for the long rest, to like try and find space to hunker down, where there's like shrubs. He would go behind the shrub and try and crouch down and make himself as small as possible, to kind of like in Rango when he met that like toad thing that was camouflaging. He's gonna try and do that. So with the sun, and if they come out, he might just look like a part of the earthen landscape.
All right, go ahead and give me stealth.
Oh God. Okay. Guidance. Okay, I like the guidance. I have hope. Come here, stealth. Where are you? There you are. Come on. I'll burn it in spell for that.
14.
I'll
Okay.
burn it in spell for that. Just to, cause I'm. Yeah, it's better.
18. Okay. All right. You are very confident with blending into this new environment.
What are you doing with me, by the way, Godry?
I would say, if funny enough, the way he would probably fall down would have you, like, without needing to move, his metal machinery as he crunches down would like push you to the top where you're like standing on top of his back. So now he's just down in like, I guess we'll call it rock mode, and his head will
Rock mode.
turn around. He'll turn around. You may want to hide in a shrub while I have obtained the level of camouflage. And he looks you up and down. You will now blend in with these surroundings. You may want to hide in the shrubs.
Rick will kind of wake up startled. Oh. What's going on?
Bedtime.
Oh,
No
I-
hiding.
Get in the shrub. You must get in the
Oh
shrub.
my god, I literally cannot find a gif, but it's... Godry should have put Rick in his chest like Bender does.
Oh, we're working on it, by the way.
We're working on it. Oh my God.
Awen, I preemptively put that in there for you.
Binge. As they're
Yes.
preparing for bed, are we taking shifts? Like watches?
Who are the people who have less sleep time? I mean, if we're feeling spicy, we just have each of them take a 4-hour shift, while the three of us each sleep for 8 hours. That way we're not sleeping longer than 8 hours.
And then, real quick, not to interrupt, but Rick, as Godry informs you to hide, are you going to hide? What are you doing? Are you situating yourself with him?
I'll group with wherever the rest of the people are.
Okay.
He wouldn't suggest that we all lay down. That way we're at least flat to the cliff face as the sun rises.
Use any bushes or whatever that we can in the area.
Okay. All right. Everyone who is trying to do so, please give me a stealth check. And then, again, sorry to have interrupted the watch conversation. Go ahead.
You're
Okay.
good.
because I'm going to be sleeping in my armor, do I still have disadvantage on this stealth check?
I'll give you a -5. So go ahead and hit the advantage, and then see if you can double
You're not
stack
loud,
with the
but you are
-5.
shiny.
Well, fuck.
Okay, so 9. Oh no, you already did your -5. Okay, 14.
Yeah,
Thank you.
-5 is on there.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
-6. Yeah. That was not bad.
No, Godry, you are good. Okay, so we've got 14,
No, I'll accept that.
12, 19. Okay. Beautiful. And then a 10. Okay. And then who is taking the first watch?
I have. Never mind.
I would say Dodger could take first watch until Jacobs wakes up.
Okay.
Yeah. And in that case, no, what? I'll see if we complete a long rest first. Okay.
Hold on. I am typing,
Okay, I was just gonna ask.
messaging Denali. Yeah.
And then Godry, please give me your perception check for your watch.
Faller.
Oh, that was not my entire ass on screen. Apologies.
This would still be. My watch would still be like while it's dark, right?
Yes. Well, maybe you wouldn't know, but the others would know that the sun would be coming up pretty soon.
Gotcha.
I'd say it was
Would I
about
be
an
able-
hour from the time you guys got there and did all of your reconnaissance to setting up to rest.
Would I be able to use my thermal vision for the advantage?
Double check that. With that being homebrew, I haven't retained as much.
Hi, pretty. Hey, beautiful. Come here.
Yes.
Alright. So, fine, perception. 24? Fuck, I'll still roll the second one. Oh, yeah, 24.
Pretty solid. Okay, and then give me just a second.
High roller's back in it, let's go! Had to warm up, that's all.
Gotta get those dice rolling. Gotta get them comfortable. Those digital dice.
Those little bundles of code.
That aren't actually random, but
Listen, I know the results already like laid out, but could it please be in my favor?
Okay.
I know you've
Penguin.
already decided, but please.
And before we get to your watch, is there anything anyone is doing prior to settling into rest?
Awen will quietly go up to Jacos and ask for her shard back.
I'll just hand it over.
And then did you see my message?
Did it come through? The last message I have from you is the virtual bingo card.
Ladies chat.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Oh.
And I'm
Uh,
not being weird. I got a bug bite on my fucking chest today.
Oh, that sucks.
You're good.
That fucking sucks.
Fucking bugs.
You do have to be conscious for that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Cass. Do those penguins have scarves?
Andy, I have to ask, what the f- is that GIF you posted earlier?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Can't hear us.
No. Oh, he can't hear us. Oh, okay.
Oh, bye. Hi.
Yeah, you really should have put Andy disconnects from Discord on the bingo card.
Yeah, that would have been a good.
Honestly,
Add it next time.
Automatic. That is
Yeah.
our free space.
What? So what happened? Huh?
What the fuck is that GIF you posted earlier?
Which one?
Why you wanna
the
know?
one.
This one.
The what?
I don't like that one.
Oh, it's Rick playing with his joystick.
No, what is it?
What do you mean? What is it?
What?
I don't know. It was. I found it on Discord. It's a dude playing
What
with
did
a
you
joystick.
search? What did?
I searched joystick. It comes up when you search joystick.
Discord gifs is the funniest shit
I
ever.
guess.
Also,
Here's
Cass,
our
do
mute
those
board.
penguins have scarves on them? Do those penguins have scarves?
Looks like
Your
they do.
pants.
On your knees.
Sure.
On your pants.
On you. You are wearing them.
My initial.
Yes, they're little winter penguins.
That's adorable.
He's
Your
making us feel
confusion
bad.
was so amazing, though. Just like, what? What
What the fuck are
penguins?
you talking about?
I was very distracted.
Two things. First is that when you said on your knees, I wanted to say yes, daddy. Secondly,
No.
Awen, are you going to be doing that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think she'll wait and do it, like, as soon as she wakes up.
Okay. Beautiful.
Rick will
She's gotta get that rest.
Rick will mention the wind changes to the people that are going to keep watch, and just say, you know, it seems to be moving faster or in a weird way. The closer we got to this tower, and he would also, you know, point out to keep a good look on the guards.
And then reminder for you too, Rick. I don't know if you want to do it now or later. You had talked about checking out the shards together as well. So just a reminder, because I think I said I would remind you.
Oh, that might be a good thing to do before we all crash.
What do you want to do?
I want to see if the shards,
Fit together like a puzzle, right?
guys, can we all just take a moment here to take our shards out and see if they fit together in any way or create some symbol of some kind?
I think that's actually when Awen will ask for her shard back, and
What, like a jigsaw puzzle?
Yeah. Just in case.
Your request is reasonable. I had noticed after Awen specifically showed me the symbols you all have been seeing, partial of my shard looks like one of those symbols. Maybe your shards may have a similar resemblance.
So, only one counter argument. We're being a little sneaky right now. Maybe
If it's
shoving 6 shards of magic next to each other isn't the best idea. Yeah, we don't know what the reaction's gonna be.
wait. So, instead, like, not putting them all together, maybe, like, grabbing two, seeing if they slide together, and, like, if there's a reaction in that, then putting a third one in, maybe, slowly. If it goes like that. Like one at a time.
I mean, group vote at this point. Whatever
Like
you
the
guys want to do.
bionic discs. That's what I'm saying.
So I
Just
guess
saying.
at this Rick would be like, "Oh, okay, if you guys don't want to do it, then that's fine," and he'll go off and he'll just find his place to crash and with his stone kind of tucked deep in his pocket.
Have a dramatic
Okay, good night.
one.
And
So
I'm marking off party bickering.
That wasn't bickering.
That was not
Oh,
bickering.
it was.
No, it was not.
On
You do
your
not get to decide that.
Now it is.
Nope. You need two parties to bicker. No one bickered. That was a conversation and a storm off.
Cass, that would be
Okay.
the most meta thing ever if we crossed off party bickering over bickering about whether it was party bickering.
We're
I said party, not players.
so nobody gives Rick their shards.
Nope.
I mean, Awen was going to.
I was saying, it sounded like some people
It
were,
was a
were
suggestion
down.
of maybe not all at once. Do two fit together to start?
Yeah, just the tip.
I'm
Godry
checking
would
my
have
bingo just so I can recheck it.
Godry would have retracted his after Contagious's statement would have said, "You do bring up a fair point. Maybe contact between the shards, from what I've deduced, may not be the smartest move, at least not currently. You bring up a fair point. Along with your observation of the hippogriff tracks, you seem quite..." And there's like a bit of a warble sound before he goes, "Optimal. That's not the right word. Impressive for your organic kind I've seen so far."
Humans are stupid.
Contagious would kind of stand up a little straighter at that and be like, "Yes, I've been told that by many people. Thank you for noticing."
Roll
As he
dece-
walks away to wherever he's gonna go sleep.
just for shits and giggles, roll a deception. Just for shits and
Yeah,
gigs.
do it.
Hold on. I do want to state, by telling me to roll a deception, you are making it canonic. You are deciding canonically that no one has ever told me I'm impressive, and I take offense to that.
You said a lot of people.
Contagious's confidence is a lie.
That was just
Truthful
funny.
lie.
Let's see.
A few people.
Matt said,
I know at least Awen has, because I remember when it was one of the first, like, dick measuring contests,
One of the
that,
first.
one of the first that Rick and Contagious had. Contagious had done something, I think it might have been after the bandits or something, and he was, like, actually casting in front of us. And, Awen was like, "That was very impressive," and Rick got upset about that. So Awen has at least told him he's impressive.
Boom. That's one. Anybody else?
Now God.
Anybody?
wait, hold on, I think we have a
I'm
sound
going
for
to bed
this.
now.
Hold on, we've got a sound. Let me find it.
You're not that guy.
You're not that that guy, pal. Trust me. You are not that guy.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
Emotional damage.
I'm going to bed now. He's got this weird mix of pride and the opposite of pride.
He doesn't know where it's coming from though, because he doesn't think he lied.
Nope.
This is like the
Saving
arm
him.
wrestling contest.
He still has no idea what he did to Awen.
I love it so much.
Ah,
Go ahead and mark one nat one. Oh, we already have a nat one. Just kidding. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, the others. Beautiful.
Seeing veiled dice are terrifying.
Godry and I will be right back. And then what we will do is plan to take our break after we finish our drag down Kiki. And then pick up with him doing what he wants with the information. Let me swap my thingy. We gotta pull out just real quick. Hold on.
It's all quotes.
Alright, what we are going to do, I'm going to put you guys on a map so you guys can kind of position yourself where you would have been. This is not...
What?
Nope, that was me. Sorry.
What did you do?
So I looked into the eyes of God, and he stared back. So we may not. It may, be a sort of, moonlight fighting sort of thing.
I will
nothing to
face
do
God
with
and walk backwards into hell.
it's God may not be as beautiful as you think he is.
Anyone's
She's
learning the hard way.
gorgeous.
Don't worry.
What? So this map is not a direct reflection of the area you guys are in. It's not the area
Jen.
that looks like on the other map where...
Miss you.
Huh?
I said, hi, Jen. Miss you.
Oh, I miss Jan. Is he commenting in chat?
No, I just saw his pin.
Oh, I got excited. Oh yeah, I need to take him off tracker. Whoops. But basically where you guys are at on the map. Hold on, who am I missing?
Where am I?
That's...
I'm gone, guys. They kidnapped me.
They got
I
contagious!
hate to break it to you, but I really want that bingo, and you're down 2-0, so you're not on the map. I'm just kidding. But
You kidnapped
so
me because of my lady pants.
it's what that
You're
ass
the
do.
monster.
It's
Oh,
just...
God stared back. He stared back.
God damn it.
He shook it too hard.
Now he's just playing with it. So, the area that you guys are in is off to the right, amongst the trees and brush and everything like that. Oh yeah, let me put you on here. Made sure you were on the tracker, but let me put you on here. Ta-da! You know what? I think I deleted you instead of Jen on accident. I think that's what happened. I told you I was tired earlier. Thank God for Red Bull. So you guys can, and so this is all pretty much flat land. You don't have to worry about the elevation differences and stuff. Kind of position yourselves where you think you would be. Looking at the Sighing Valley, north is going to be this way. I'm sorry, the spire is this way. My
The spire is that way.
words are hard,
That's kinda
my
what we
dude.
were-
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and position yourselves how you think you would have
I probably
grouped
took
up.
one of these alcoves, if you guys are cool with that, trying to hide myself.
Yeah.
From that direction, so I'll say I took that one. A little cubby corner.
Okay. And what we will do here is we will go ahead and take our break and then pick up with some fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
What
How
did
many
you
hours?
do?
We'll get there.
Denali,
Would you
how
like to
many
know,
hours?
weather boy?
We'll get there. Not enough
We'll
for a
find
long
out.
rest. But we'll come back to that
Even
soon.
mine?
Even yours.
Damn.
been 12
Okay.
minutes.
Yours.
We literally, some of us aren't even asleep yet. It's
Oh
like-
my
I was so
God.
excited.
Haven't hit REM
No.
sleep yet.
No.
Alright.
It's important.
Sleep is a pretty big one.
Pretty important.
That's
As
the
seen in
best
this
way.
scenario.
Oh, stop.
Here, let me bring.
Hey,
this
so why do we need a
up.
map?
Okay.
Denali, quick, they're catching on.
Shh, shh. You see nothing. You see nothing.
There's
You
no
don't
man
see
behind the
anything.
Okay, Godry. What do you do?
Oh,
Stop laughing. You're scaring me.
I can't gauge how fucked we are, because I don't know Ace well enough yet, and I don't like that.
okay.
He overreacts a lot.
On a scale of one to Bodhi, how fucked are we?
I just want to say, he's saying I overreact and placed like 30 orcs in front of us of a random encounter. He's saying I overreact. No. I'll try to give it a decent shot, calling out in Primordial to Jakos. I will message.
Is this? Would this be perception at disadvantage?
It
Or
would
is
be
or is this like an intentional wake up kind of thing?
trying to wake you up. I'm not going to give you a disadvantage, but it will be with a -5.
So this is an important question. Because technically you can't just speak Primordial. Primordial is 4 different languages, so which one are you speaking? Because there's Aquan, Orin, Ignan, and Terran.
What'd you call me? And then
I'll do
I've
an
got
Aquan
to
Orin, but
I guess in Terran. I did not know that it was a 4.
Yeah, so being able to speak Primordial means you can speak the 4 elemental languages, essentially. So you can speak Earth, Fire, Air, or Water.
I see.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scoot you guys back. 1, 2, 3.
So in that case, well, so would it matter whichever one I speak?
No matter which one you speak, because Jakos knows Primordial, they will understand all 4 of them. But yeah, that's all I'll say on that.
So in that case, it would come out. If I had to pick one in Terran, and I guess I'll leave that to Denali if Jakos would hear this.
Jakos, go ahead and give me your perception -5, please.
Since I speak Primordial, may I roll to see if I hear
Absolute.
this?
So wait, are these like actual ledges or is this just a map?
It's just a map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had mentioned earlier that it's
the
not
fuck
a
is
direct
Oh,
correct representation of
How do you get
the
the
area.
-5?
What was that?
How do I get the -5?
At the bottom left, just to the left of the dice, you'll see the advantage and disadvantage, and then there's a +5 and
yeah.
-5.
Click it once.
And then, sorry, Denali, I didn't hear. Am I able to roll for this one as well?
I'd allow it, yes. Yours will be at disadvantage as you're sleeping.
I was like, can I also roll? Obviously, I wouldn't understand what's said, but to be woken up.
Yeah, yours would be at disadvantage. Okay.
Okay.
Jakos, a 2. Oh, unlucky.
It's perception.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. Rick, did you want to as well?
Aren't we sleeping?
Yeah, that's why it's at disadvantage.
Oh, Rick doesn't wake up
Okay.
easily.
Yeah, I was like, realistically, Rick's not waking up. Come
Okay.
on.
Well, I just wanted to
Fantastic.
give that option. Okay. Contagious, you are the only one who would hear it.
Perfect.
Damn. It was at Jay and Jay didn't even wake up.
Nope.
You hear that.
I'm hearing this in Terran. That's actually terrifying based on previous events.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, cause have we established that you guys speak those languages?
You guys.
In the first
Yeah, those two
Okay.
talked about it. I was
Okay.
there. I just didn't bring up that I did,
Gotcha.
which is why he's shouting at Jacos.
Yeah. But the party should know that Contagious does because he was able to translate things earlier.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
told
Yeah,
Leo.
the rest
Yeah.
of the party knows.
Yeah,
Audrey
yeah,
knows
yeah.
He's the only one who did
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terran was a hell of a choice. But
Nobody knows Jade. Jade hasn't spoken or relayed anything from Primordial, so
You just had that moment with Gaudry where you understood.
yeah, where I'm just like,
I guess if I hear that, can I take a look around without moving too much to try to see? Squinty, half one eye open, look around.
Absolutely. And I don't know specifically what Gaudry told you, but assuming it's the general gist of what we discussed in the drop down, you would hear the sound of large flapping wings.
Oh fuck.
And okay, give me just a moment.
how high is how high is Stone Golem on the one to Bodhi list?
I'd say
So,
pretty damn close.
It was pretty high, man. That was like an 8.
Yeah. We almost lost 2
Okay.
players.
So you would hear the large movement of wings, the sound of large flapping. And as you kind of slightly shift your head to look, you see 5 mounted hippogriffs quickly descending and closing in.
Fuck. We're fucked.
Do either of you do anything?
Give me 1 second.
At
I need
we're fucked.
to remember a thingy. And I'm bad at remembering thingies.
Is it a lore thing that I can check? my
Do they
notes?
look mad?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get this. Beak, what was the name of the dude that we killed and then came back and had the spear? The big baddie.
Larock?
LaRock, thank you. I was doing like Lathander or something in my head.
The chef,
LaRock.
Larock. Can you smell what he's
Okay.
cooking?
Oh, I
Stop. What does
apologize.
this have to do with him?
I apologize in advance if this goes wrong. God, that seems terrifying. Can I stand up and start waving my arms at them to get their attention?
Absolutely.
I can't believe I'm unconscious for this.
And as they
And
go ahead.
I was like, when they get close enough that I feel they can hear me, I would like to, in Orin, so the air language, I would like to, not like shout, but loud enough they can hear me, just say, stop, we are agents of Larock.
You doing?
As you say this, they continue to descend. And I'm just going to be moving the hippogriffs for now. I'm not going to move 10 tokens around. Actually,
that's
let
fair.
me make sure this guy is visible. I'm missing a hippogriff. Okay, I guess not. Oh, that's what it is. I need to delete that
Pick
one.
me up. I'm scared.
As you say
Don't
that,
hug me, I'm scared.
two of them stop over in front of Jacos and begin to dismount. The others fly over towards you, landing, and you can feel the burst of air as the hippogriffs land and their wings kind of go forward once more, slowing themselves down before they furl back against their body. Following the commands of their riders, they remain calm and collected, but their presence is intimidating. The rider on the frontmost hippogriff approaches. And in common responds to you. I know not this name you speak of. What business have you here?
So I'll switch to common. Did I get the the impression that he understood me in that language, though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Switching to common.
Yeah, who's gotta bullshit their way out of this now?
Yeah, fuck off! Fuck off! I'm checking everybody else's fucking bingo cards instead the other way around. We were sent here to find spies in the hills outside the tower. Bullshit my way through this.
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception for me.
Fuck.
Come on, there.
Let me
Inspo.
roll for insight.
I am definitely using
Yeah, drop
info
it.
on that one.
Drop it.
What an awful time for my pen to fucking
Okay, I'll take that.
His eyes narrow. And what you guys see is as this man dismounts his winged companion, they are donning plate armor. The material is pristine, and it kind of glistens almost majestically in the rays of the fresh morning sun. He narrows his eyes at you.
And you're missing the hippogriffs too.
And he says, "The skies do not lie, and I'd prefer you did not either." And as he approaches calmly, you see that he rests his hands on the hilt of the blade at his side, not drawing it, but you see that as his eyes scan you. And Godry, did you reroll? Let's see. So Godry, how are you going about trying to do this?
Also, just let me know when I can roll again to wake up. Assuming I'd be hearing this. Or, be a little stirring.
I'm assuming I woke up when the two giant beasts landed next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in just a minute, but I want to know because there's some pieces moving. Godry, how is it that you're going about trying to stealth around behind the hippogriff?
It's not.
Because I know I said I was going to do that if they proceeded a certain way. Does it look like with him placing his heel on the blade, it might be turning a little hostile?
It has the potential to. It appears more that he is readying himself if it goes that direction.
If it helps at all, Contagious has not reached for anything and is not taking any sort of offensive stance at this point.
Okay. And you see that as his hand, it is just resting there. He's not holding it ready to. He's not readying to unsheath and attack. It is just rested on the hilts.
Okay. And same for probably the people near Jacob's, like just hands off blade.
So they are just now landing, and they are still mounted.
Okay. I'd respond to him pretty quickly as he approaches, still in common, and be like, my apologies. Truth is a valuable currency these days. We were simply exploring at the behest of the village and saw some activity out here. Merely making sure it wasn't anything that was affecting the village.
Okay.
Not a lie.
Yeah, no. And with his insight, he would see that. But Godry, how is it that you are going about this? Because this could affect the way the others wake up.
Seeing Contagious still moving and him placing a kernel of trust in Contagious, he like raised a little bit, like using, I would imagine like he's in this little rock form, but he uses his fingers and toes to like start pushing himself up a little bit, and he tries to fucking like start crab walking behind this
Oh my
little
God.
like a space over.
As you go to do this, you weren't aware of it initially, but some dirt got into the joints of your builds and into some of the gears. And there's a crunchy, grinding noise as you move. And we're going to do this really quick. Okay, perfect. As, does a 22 hit, Godry? I'm just kidding. He didn't attack you. I'm just kidding. So,
No, damn well.
as you begin to scuttle crab, Zoidberg, scurry, the hippogriff next to you emits a startled screech, and there's a flapping of the wings. It does not take flight, but it is very, very startled. The rest of you, save for Rick, should you continue to be a stubborn sleeper, I guess a stubborn waker, hear the shrill screeching of a loud creature, and the rustling of air. And when you open your eyes, you see, as you look around, that there are 5 hippogriffs with riders.
Have we, like, if Awen were to wake up and stay still as she can, does she know, can she tell if she's been spotted yet?
All of you have been spotted as they have
Okay.
landed. But you guys did get a short rest.
Oh good, all those abilities I didn't use came back.
What was that, Jacobs?
It does nothing.
I think we were all perfectly fine. It was just trying to stave off exhaustion.
Which I need you all to give con saves, please.
Here
Oh
we
my.
go.
Yeah, there it is.
We have such a good history with these.
I know.
Oh wait, it's right here. Where the? Okay, there.
I am using another inspiration.
Okay.
Oh boy, +1. Thanks, inspiration.
If only it was poison. Hot damn it. Okay.
I'm not wasting my last inspiration. I might need it.
Okay.
No, there we go.
Good to know. Rick, do you want to do yours now, or do you want to do it later?
My
Con save for exhaustion.
it's at the
Con
top.
save.
16.
How did I miss? Oh, because I saw after the inspo. Thank you. Let me
What's the
put
DC?
this- It's a 10.
Okay.
So
Of course it is.
contagious.
Rick would wake up to the shrill of the hippogriffs like in pure excitement.
Oh my.
Yes.
That's
There you go.
Christmas
amazing.
morning. Is that what I think it
So
is?
Contagious is the only one with a point of exhaustion.
Hold on. Give me 3 seconds to make my final decision. The first thing with exhaustion is disadvantage on skill check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm burning my last inspiration.
Why?
Because I'd be using that
No,
inspiration on a...
no. Sorry, that why wasn't for you. That was me seeing the gift that JJ sent.
Oh,
Oh god, I'm scared to look.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
alright.
Thank God for that modifier. Can you imagine? Oh, it's a mushroom stamp.
Is that one of Denali's 3D printed toys?
Yeah, I've got them around. I love
Makes me
it.
think they're mushrooms.
I've got one up there. I have one here. And my other one's back here. I need to make molds so I can make my own. Okay, so let me remove that exhaustion effect from you.
Yeah, instead of saving 1 inspo for a skill check, might as well make all skill checks not a disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. So once you have been spotted, Godry, what do? Do you stop moving? Are you continuing?
I would say since it hasn't flown off or nothing, he would immediately sort of clamp back down, and if the hippogriff calms down, will he continue? No, he'll probably just stay still and keep eyes locked on I would say these guards near Jacos to see if and when they hit that switch.
Okay.
Why'd you add when?
As the rest of you awaken to
I was
this
gonna
less
say-
than ideal situation, what are you doing?
I would
First,
assume they can hear me talking, yes?
Mhm.
Once they wake up.
Mm-hmm.
How far are we all away from like the edge of the cliff?
You guys are back away. A couple 100 yards, maybe.
100? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't want to get too close.
Featherfall.
Gonna sit up or like come to like straight posture and go. Shit.
Okay, here's a question. I don't know if it would do me any good, but could Awen try to pretend to continue to be asleep?
Absolutely. Give me a performance.
Oh god. I've never had to roll this as Awen.
Yeah, let's see it.
It just rolls over.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but I'll take it.
A couple little...
Get that guidance in there, Awen.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, let's be real. Guidance is touch. She would have to like make a movement to.
Just touch your side. It doesn't. Right.
I'm telling you, just roll over onto your hand.
Just use a finger. Just like touch a finger.
You know, it is, even if it is subtle, it is magic, so there's always the chance that it's extra visibility when you do it, even if it's stealthy.
A little beep.
Hear that?
What was that?
Must have been the wind.
So, as all of you come to and see all of this before you, the rest of the riders begin to dismount and draw nearer, not melee range near, but they close the gap a bit and just watch you as the first one continues the conversation with Contagious. What town is it that you speak of, that you are here on behalf of?
Red Larch. A group we know little about, named the Black Earth, had caused some issues there. We're simply investigating.
Oh. They are rather foul people, but I can assure you that there are none here. The Feathergale makes sure of that. You have no reason to fear us. We're guardians, not brigands. And as he kind of turns and scans, looking at everybody else, unless you give us cause to be.
We noticed a few of your people coming from that town. It's how we were led to this situation. Were you aware of the Black Earth's dealings in that town?
Word has traveled here, yes.
Real quickly, what was the name that the bard person said?
Featherwatch?
What did they-
The Feathergale.
Feathergale, that was it.
Feathergale.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Word has traveled of their harassments going on in Red Lurch. There have been whispers carried in the winds that a group has put some kinks in whatever they've been plotting.
Sounds like they're doing some good work then.
Have you happened to have heard of this group?
We may have heard some whispers while we were there, yeah.
Would you happen to know the name they go by?
Believers? Question. You've heard that name. That's really.
He's talking about
No,
you
but-
guys.
He's talking about us. He's talking about us, guys.
The one gift that's like, he's at the couch watching TV and he's like,
Do we have a name, guys?
We joked about
Up-
one, but nobody said anything else. Do we want to go with the one we talked about?
Kelly Reeves? We just need to find a reason to make that make sense. Like,
I was saying, because also we're in it.
Game.
So, I'm going to say this right now. Whatever I say in the situation doesn't make it canon because I'm by myself answering a question in a situation.
Oh,
So,
but
it
word
is
travels
what I'm-
fast on the
Can
wind.
Jay hear this conversation?
I'd say so if you're listening. Listening in.
save us, save us.
Because Contagious will kind of stumble for a second and be like, I'm not sure if I've heard a name. Like, stall for a second.
Yelling from
Right.
like the other edge of the cliff. Not the cliff, but like the other ridge. He's like, it's the Kelly Reeds.
Thank you! Right. That was, yeah, we had heard name of, sorry, so many different group names going around. The Kelly Reeds had been in town.
Yeah.
We had heard of them.
What an interesting name. Speaking of names, as he extends his hands, I'm Thurl Maraska. I'll put that in chat for you guys. Put that in notes in collab. Thurl.
Let's see if I spelled it right.
It's like a game at this point. You write it down first, and then you check the spelling. That's not like this one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Damn it.
May I ask why they sent you and not the Reeds?
Well, we weren't... I may have misinformed a little at the beginning. We weren't exactly sent. Merely trying to help out around town. Kind of made the decision ourselves to investigate.
He kind of narrows his eyes at you and looks around the rest of the group. I just pictured Godry sitting there like a crab, just being still. Like every once in a while, there's like a little burp, burp. And Rick, what are you doing as these hippogriffs are so close and this conversation is taking place?
Oh, Rick's not saying nothing.
You're not
Just
doing
in
anything?
awe, just- he's like reaching like
Nah, he's about to start running away.
Oh. Well met, travelers. But the Desserin Hills are no place to rest lightly. Perhaps we can accompany you back to the spire. We can compare notes on the ongoings as of late.
Could I roll
Better than
insight on
sleeping
that?
outside.
Absolutely.
yeah. So I'll roll an insight on that before I respond.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Where are you at?
Uh,
Come here.
I would say, Awen pretending to be asleep. She probably wouldn't be able to roll insight, would she? Because
You
I imagine
could.
her eyes are closed. She can't really
You could.
see expression.
Yeah, you can go based off of the tone of his voice, but your DC will be a little bit higher.
Okay.
What are the guys standing around me doing? Are they like totally blank, following every order, or are they looking at each other like, why would we bring these
Wow.
people in?
They're kind of watching all of you, and you can see that there's some confusion's not the right word, but trying to assess the situation. For all of you, save for Rick, seems legit. That's cool. Let's fucking go. Rick.
Oh, I should. Yeah, let me roll my.
Okay. Okay, Rick and Jacobs. There's some skepticism in his voice. Based on his posturing and demeanor, there doesn't appear to be any kind of like ill intent. But what you pick up is more of, and especially for you, Rick, as you're a little bit closer to the conversation and have better view of this person, there's a little bit of distrust and not buying all of what Contagious is selling. And you guys kind of get the impression that they're wanting to really kind of assess things and try to get to the bottom of the real reason that you're here. But there's not anything nefarious that you guys are picking up.
I think that could be a good idea. I must talk to the rest of my group before I make any decisions. Would you mind if we convene for a moment to discuss before potentially heading with you?
He nods and does a hand signal to the others, who mount back up but do not move. And he looks to you and will tell you, take your time. And again, we're not brigands unless given reason to be.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll slowly start collecting the group, being as unthreateningly postured as possible.
I was gonna say you would have to go to Awen because she's still. I don't know if that. If
I was
roll
like, I'd
high enough,
probably call out and be like, "Hey guys."
Awen will pretend to rouse and join the
Oh,
group.
good morning, everybody. I'll give a look over to Gaudry.
The big old
Just kinda like-
princess yawn.
Shake my head at Gaudry like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this?
Would Godry startle the hippogriffs by unfolding up and whirring upwards?
If you're doing it
suddenly?
quickly, it definitely would. not enough for it to take flight. It's kind of like a well-trained horse in the way that it responds. There's a little bit of a shift in it, and it kind of pulls back. But you watch as the rider who has remounted it kind of pulls on the reins a bit and begins to pet him and speak to him. There, boy, there, it's okay.
Funny NPC voice.
Yep.
Oh, God damn it.
And is this
First
going to be an
question.
interplayer RP moment as you guys go off to talk?
First question to everybody here. Do we have a choice to leave?
Are you
Honestly,
asking
I
the
highly
guards?
doubt that.
I think
I'm asking
we
everybody.
do.
Or in table.
I think we do. I know it's weird. This isn't exactly what we expected to run into, but we may have the wrong impression of what's going on here.
That just one of these groups is shitheads and the
Or that
rest
there's
are
more groups than we
fine?
think.
Obviously there's more groups than we think.
I mean, to be fair, they're not exactly rocking one of the 4 sigils, are they? They seem a little different.
Is there above table, is there symbols on their armor?
We can't hear you.
Sorry. There are feathers that are masterfully etched into the left breast of their armor.
Cough, cough. Someone who's not Awen should make a history roll to see
So-
if they've heard of this.
They have feathers on the armor. What we suspect is the water people had robes with that sewn onto the water symbol sewn onto the side. Did people down in the caves have anything?
The ones
Like,
that were down there did
universal?
not have anything on themselves, but there were the carvings into the dead bodies of the earth symbol, and then of course the script in Terran.
Right.
Larock, of course, as he was cooking, had the earth symbol. Mm-hmm.
Antichrist.
Yes. That would be a good drag name, Annie Christ. I like that.
Taking
Trademarked.
It's
It's probably already taken,
Copyright.
honestly.
It
I know
would
I'm-
be.
No, you can go. Go do it.
There is a bit of uneasiness when calculating what could happen going into that stronghold, seeing as, and he'll look around before lowering his his neck like cranes down while his shoulders stay up, so he kind of comes down like this. It may be a little smart to consider, and some like steam hisses from below his neck, and his purple light flickers red. It may be It may be wise to dispatch them while we have the ground advantage. In the stronghold, it could very well be 20 versus us.
Give me just a moment. Awen is going to pull out her necklace and use her daily Omen's Importance to cast Augury and see what that gives her.
Okay. So, as
Also-
you go ahead.
That's a spot on your bingo card. Awen, weird vile shit.
God damn it.
JJ, we're in the same place now.
Dang. Okay. So, as you use your omen's importance, looking at your vial, bring this up. I have to refer to my notes to make sure I don't cross the streams a little bit.
Did you say cross the strings?
The streams, yeah.
Streams.
Oh, it would have been funny if you said strings.
I know, it's a missed opportunity. After you said that, I'm like, I wish I had. Your vial begins to pulse slightly as you feel that hum kind of resound into your chest. As a light blue glow begins to shine forth, there's a soft breeze that begins to flow by. You hear the cawing of the raven, ever present, ever out of reach. And as you breathe in, you feel almost as though the wind is sucked from you. Clutching at your chest and closing your eyes, you feel as though you are trapped in a windstorm. Wind blowing from every direction, swirling around you. You feel weightless and floaty. As you open your eyes, you see yourself high above the world, floating amongst the clouds. The flapping of wings fills your ears. A freshness in the air as you take another deep breath in. A sense of calm and peace begins to fill your senses. An airy voice whispers into your mind. Wheel. And as you exhale, you feel the weight almost dropped back onto you. Grounded once more.
Ooh, almost typed in the wrong chat.
Again.
If it was me, that's okay.
Shut.
Absolutely.
Or any role.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you
Either
would want.
either that or history.
I'm pretty sure they're the same.
Okay,
Hell
so you know that it is.
It is, you said?
It is.
Okay. I don't know what to make of this.
I
but
know!
I can trust my gut.
And your butt.
With what Gaudry said, I'll kind of just shoot him a look and be like, look, we may not have the right idea of the situation here. That might not be the course of action we need to take anymore. I know it's putting us a bit on a limb, but we don't exactly have much information. If these people are truthful, this may actually be something that we can use for our benefit instead of another group to attack. We need to weigh our options here.
I think this is the right step.
I want to make sure that we have a way out.
Why don't we ask them?
Rick, you've been silent.
Yes.
Go in the creepy ass tower or walk away?
You might be able to ride on a hippogriff. She doesn't actually say that, but that's what this vision is.
Contagious will. Like, they may let you play with their birds.
Every time I think I'm making a good decision, it turns out to be the wrong one. So I will follow your lead.
Friend, I'm pretty sure you're the one who beat the golem. I would not call your decisions bad if they lead to those outcomes.
Yes, but friend, you must remember that I was the one that pushed the stone in the first place.
So you solved your own problems. I call that responsibility.
Point of inspiration, god
But
damn it.
we don't have. We value your opinion. Your good ideas and your bad ideas. We genuinely want your opinion.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Above table, I was thinking about maybe like mentioning like Alita or something, to these people and see if that name, like, resonates with them or not.
If we go inside, we may be able to...
Yeah.
They seem to want to trade information. We may be able to get answers on a lot of things. That would definitely be one of them, for sure.
I mean,
I
me
also
as a
would
player,
be.
of course I want to go inside. I want some action. So either way, for me, like, I don't, like, if we go inside, it'll be awesome, or it'll be awesome. So...
We've been stuck in the prologue. I want to let
Now
Denali hurt
Rick-
us.
Rick literally does not want to make any decisions because every single one that he's made has been like crap. So he's just gonna follow you guys in.
And
I mean, this is also a situation where we don't know, so not having an answer is kind of reasonable.
And they do not immediately recognize us? Or nobody
is
here does? So...
Oh, they
They were
maybe not
talking
by
to some
person.
members. Like,
Oh yeah, they spotted us out on the ground easily, but they're... From basic insights, there's been no...
well, right.
I'm pretty sure
but
they know we're the
some-
group who's messed with the Earth people. Even though
That
I kind of
and-
For sure.
dodged that.
At least, even if they are rogue agents, there are some people from the Spire that were talking and meeting directly with, Black Earth, or the water people. But Awen will add, if we do decide to go on, we should be cautious about names and people that we drop from Red Lodge if we've already endangered others.
Of course. The only other thing to keep in mind, Denali, please correct me if I'm wrong about this. The people we saw get on the Griffins were the ones with the note that detailed our movements.
That is the assumption, yes.
And at the end of that
Fuck
note,
it.
it said they're on.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, it
I
said
was
they're
gonna
on
say-
to us. Maybe it's only a partial amount of them, maybe it's the whole group, we don't know. But
Wait, we got the impression that the feather people, were giving our movements, like that paper was given to the Black Earth, or the other way around? Black Earth was giving it to them.
the note was found where they took off with the Griffins.
Okay,
All we
so
know
we
is
don't
they...
know.
Yeah. The assumption is one of the 4 people who came from the town and got on a Griffin had that note.
Hippogriff.
Oh!
Yeah.
I keep having to stop myself from saying Griffin too, it's okay.
So, 4
Hippogriffin.
people...
It's been 10 minutes, put down collective indecisive.
Yeah. So,
Fuck it. Let's go.
just to make sure my understanding is correct, though, 4 people came from town, water people.
We're not
Out on
sure.
Griffiths, rode into the sunset.
We're not sure if they were water people. We just know they came from.
Okay.
No
Oh, okay.
symbols attached to them. Just seen going in and out of town every night.
I think there was a general assumption that they had to do with everything we were dealing with, but it seems there may
Okay.
be a chance they're only slightly connected, not directly connected, based on this conversation. But
I
yeah,
don't know
those four
whereabouts.
got on Griffins, and they were the ones where they left is where we found the note.
Gotcha. I don't know where I got the idea that they were.
I
So we
would
have to play
also-
that carefully.
I would have to inquire and involve in this. When we all had met, you can see difference between the robed individuals and these ones. These were sent out as perimeter or at least scouts. The robed individuals who is proclaimed to know you all are there have not been seen leaving this tower, as we have not seen any hippogriffs at least leave. There's the chance one of these individuals that know you all may be in this tower. Another possible threat if you are spotted inside.
Well, there's really only one way
Let's
to
go.
find out. I can't think of any way than just forward.
Let's go. Best case
If it makes-
scenario, we get information, we kill some people, we get out.
At the very least, while we're still
Alive.
not in.
Worst case
Fine.
scenario, we're not leaving this tower, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So before we go inside and we are trapped in walls, I could at least question Thrall about the four most recent people to show up and why they maybe had that note, and see if we get bad vibes before we get into the tower while it's easier to run away. If things go
Okay.
south.
Jacobs, quick question. Was that said in character or out of character?
I know it bleeds sometimes, doesn't it? Yes, in character.
In character?
Yes.
Rick will look at you and he will say, I think for the first time, I agree with Jacobs.
I was just
Oh
thinking
my
that.
God.
If no bad vibes are detected from your initial questioning, we could. Well, I have thought of a series of what you may call bad ideas, but if they were to have some kind of dungeon, I could say something to them that would have them face me there as precaution. There I could sneak around the castle. Or, not castle, sorry, spire.
Let's
Let's take it one step at a
discuss
time.
that when they are not breathing down our necks.
Oh, sorry.
So-
I'll give you some more space. My apologies.
It's just one of the random guards.
Oh, my bad.
He's
my
just a
bad.
mouth breather.
Sorry, I have allergies.
Sorry.
It's,
I'm
yeah, it's
allergic
not-
to hippogriffs.
Yeah, there's.
You're bad up there.
So if that's, I would love
We
for this
Let's
to
go.
be a good situation and get in that tower, but let's ask just this preliminary question, giving us a chance to dip if it goes bad. Sound good?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Understood.
oh
God damn it! Get out of here!
Sorry. Okay, sorry. And he actually walks away this time.
I don't
Um,
trust your judgment.
do you mind?
Sorry. You can
So
still
I
feel
guess
him
I'll go
mouth
back.
breathing 30 feet away.
Jacobs pisses off NPC. Checking.
That's a stretch. I think the
No.
NPC pissed off Jacos.
So I guess I'll go back up to Thule with the group behind me. We all agree it would be good to share some information with people who may know more about what's going on, but we do have one inquiry we'd like to make before going in, if you could help us ease our worries.
He
The
chuckles a bit and nods silently.
The four we had followed from town to here had. Oh, I would have grabbed from whoever had it the note, by the way. Had come from town. We followed them due to believing they may be part of a different group, which seems not to be the case. But we did find this note, and I'll kind of hand it out. Not hand it to him, but kind of show him that worries us about their real intentions. Could you shed any light on this?
If he were to reach for it, would you allow him to take hold of it?
Yeah. I mean, we know what the note says, right? It's
Mhm.
not like the physical note has value at this point. Yeah, I'd let him take it if you reach for it.
Okay. And he does, and you watch as he...
Dan, this is Jeffrey's handwriting.
God damn it, Jeffrey. They're on to us. The
Fine,
irony.
guys.
So I'm like freaking, because that's my name. I'm like, wait a second, I didn't write anything.
I always forget your name is
Me too,
Jeffrey. Like, I know that, but I always forget because I'm so used to calling you JJ. I didn't even
Jeffrey
register.
was like,
He
I
begins...
think called you that name. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Heard that
I haven't
name
heard
and
it
he
in
takes a draw from a
84
cigarette.
years.
I haven't heard that name
He takes it and begins to read over it, and you see him as he kind of scrunches his nose a bit. I do not recognize this handwriting. As far
You're
as
safe for now, Jeffrey.
four, the four that you followed, I'm not sure who they are or what business they would have here, but perhaps somebody at the spire would. We can inquire around. Are you sure this was dropped from one of ours? Is it possible somebody else left it behind?
I can't
Is
say
it
we
possible
physically
that
saw them
anyone
drop
else-
it.
Is it possible that anyone else had access to the mounts?
It was left where we found them mounting the hippogriffs, kind of in the middle of nowhere. It seemed logical to assume it was one of them.
All of our mounts are accounted for. We do occasionally get visitors from Waterdeep. The spire is not quite a hub for some more esteemed Waterhavians. I think that's the word. But without being able to speak with my men who were on watch or on duty, I'm afraid I don't have more information for you.
Can I just insight check his initial reaction to
Absolutely.
see if he seemed genuinely confused?
Absolutely.
Namesies!
I'm done. I'm just done.
If it weren't already checked.
Contagious. He seems just as confused as you do in this moment.
That's pretty fucking confused then.
Awen, it appears genuine. There doesn't appear to be any hesitation in his responses. He doesn't seem to be calculated in the time that he takes to think about his responses. You don't get the impression that he's watching or choosing his words carefully. The little bit of hesitancy that you do pick up is as he continues to read over the list and kind of rack his brain as he's trying to piece this together.
One last thing, while he was reading that, looking at the hippogriffs around, I want to reach into my pocket, realize that it's fake in my new pants, and then reach into my coat pocket and just grab without pulling out the stone and see if I'm getting anything with the hippogriffs nearby.
What was that, Jacobs?
You can't say that, then I don't get it.
That deserves an inspo.
Let me double check, because there should be...
Spite, there will be no inspo to see.
Something that I'm putting on here for you that should have been put on there before. If you want to check that, the very last line. But
What? Where? Well, when? Where am I looking?
at the shard, the last line.
Oh,
Shark.
in items. Right, they're
Yes,
actually
yes,
in
yes.
the thing now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Da, 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 da.
It does not appear to sing for you. There's still that slight vibration, and it seems to kind of buzz in tandem with the breezes of the wind that kind of gently caress your skin as they pass. But there is no song of warning for you.
Oh, that's concerning.
Was that on the note? Oh no, that's on his thing.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys have shared your shards with each other.
Nope.
Oh, I love
I
it.
mean, with the exception of me and Cass.
I figured that
we
much.
immediately were like,
I
we
Wow,
immediately
what a shock.
were like turning our tablet or our laptops around, like
yeah.
we're like switching laptops, like.
I assume that you guys share pretty much everything, short of what CJ has said. I have not shared this. Everything else, I assume, is like exchanged. Which I love that they're not telling you, like the little bits that they haven't told you.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I am too. Even if it drives me insane.
Yeah. As he hands you back the paper, he says, again, we can ask some of my men back at the spire. Are you willing to join us? We can feed you. And
Yeah, I'll shoot a glance to the group just to make sure nobody has a change of heart. Can I really quickly pull out, like, I gotta have like a, like a pen or something, like maybe like a piece of charcoal or something that I just have on me. Just scribble something on the back of this piece of paper.
absolutely.
And then I just want to really quickly scribble it and hand it back to him and say, here, keep this, just in case it's helpful.
What do you scribble on the back?
I will send that to you.
Beautiful. Okay. Do any of you have a fear of heights?
Why?
It will be faster to travel on our feathered friends here. As he mounts up, and the other riders kind of scooch forward on the hippogriffs and turn them, much like you would a horse. I almost said hearse. Ugh, don't want that. And wait expectantly.
I just imagined a hearse like Tokyo Drift.
This is funny because I don't remember if it was in this chat. I think it was in the my other D&D server that like I get a question of the day thing, and I can't remember what it was. It was like, what's something your OCs always wanted to do but never done? And I was like, half jokingly, like, I think Awen would want to ride a horse. I think she'd like.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever even gotten near a horse, but she would be like scared but like want to do it. So this is like, she's like, part of her is like, oh, I want to ride it. The other part's scared.
As the riders turn their hippogriffs, one of them drops his weapon as he shifts, and you hear him kind of grumble. "Ugh. Gods be damned," says he hops off to pick it back up. That's the best I could do. Sorry. Somebody redeemed points in my stream to drop it.
Godry would raise a hand to speak to. Was his name Thrall?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to be sure. As he's raised his hand, he would say, "What is the limit of weight your hippogriffs can hold? I must warn, I weigh an approximate 320 pounds of alloy."
What the fuck is alloy?
You see, he turns his head. What is fuck? Alloy is the material I am built of, but fuck is a term unknown. Is this an element?
What's that
If you
like?
have to ask,
Fuck.
you're not ready for it, boy.
Hot innuendo.
We might have some friends who can show you if you're that curious.
Damn.
In the tower, wild thing to say out loud.
It's a bunch of like hoity-toity. I mean, you guys will get there, but it's a bunch of hoity-toity people that enjoy indulging in all of life's delicacies.
I absolutely have a red room. Can just be otherwise.
Wild.
At least two. Your face as you pondered for a second.
He would definitely look over to the others. What is the things this man speaks of?
Owen just approaches the nearest soldier griffin pair and
Hippogriff.
thank you.
This is not gonna be. This is not gonna be.
She looks like she
Put it on the
approaches
bingo
like
sheet.
she's going to like she's made up her mind to go, you know, mount the beast and
Yeah. Sorry.
oh my fucking god, I can't with you guys.
You should know better.
And she hesitates. She doesn't know where to start. And I also imagine they're a good bit taller than her.
Oh yeah.
But
Is it like the arm in arm haul one person up?
Mhm.
I was gonna say she'll hesitate. I don't know if the guard person like picks up on it.
He
But she
does, and,
doesn't
and
know
he'll
how-
hold his arm out to like help you up, but that's all you'll get from him.
Yeah, I was just, no, Awen will take it and she manages.
Okay.
But she can't tell. It's the kind of excitement where the line between nervous energy and excited energy is you can't tell which it is. It's like,
The fear boner.
what?
A fear boner. The look my husband just gave me.
She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know.
How?
Me and all my lesbianness. But anyways,
I'll explain it later.
no, yeah, I mean I get the picture. But okay, whatever.
Beck. It's the. Oh my god.
No,
Oh my
it's not
God.
that.
Yes,
That's
it
not what
is.
I'm explaining though. It's like that.
It's fear
You
and excitement.
no, it's the feeling that feels like you can't tell which it is. It's not that
The
fear is-
uncertainty of distinguishing the
it's not fear,
two.
That is also excitement. It is a feeling that she can't identify as either of them.
It is ineffable.
Oh fuck. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be the grown up here. Okay.
Don't put that on me. I'm the baby.
I was saying like the youngest person in the group.
I know. The
I can't even drink yet.
not legally. The one guard will respond to you, Godry, as you were prattling on, pondering about what fuck is. Are you getting on or not? It can carry you.
See,
I see.
if I had a... Sorry. Go ahead.
Gaji will go over and he'll. What is his height level like with these birds? Or these hippogriffs?
How tall are you?
6'11".
6'11". God, I forgot how tall you are. So at its shoulder, you are a little bit taller than the shoulder of the one that's closest to you. He's about at shoulder height, is about 6.5 feet tall.
Alright. He'll go to like sort of behind where the soldier is, and he'll, two hands, he'll start pushing and pulling himself up very slow, almost waiting like to see if this hippogriff is gonna give to his weight, and so he'll slowly until he inevitably gets on.
with a
and we can get-
natural 20 from the hippogriff. And you
Hold
can.
on. Sorry, another thing.
Mhm.
Continue. It's just Discord gave me a really gross thing that I gotta post.
Oh, God. You can feel that initially, almost innately, the back end starts to lower. And then you feel a tension as the resistance builds. And you have to hoist yourself up as the rider kind of chuckles a bit and pets the hippogriff. It's a good sprunk.
Nice bird. And then he'll look from the others and then back at the soldier. I suppose I'm supposed to grab you now. One moment. And is there any sort of like loose clothing or anything with the soldier, like in gaps of the armor? No.
In the gaps between, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like
so,
slides.
yeah, Godfrey will like spot the clothing, put his hands as far into the armor as he can, and then just.
You just hear him sigh heavily as he shakes his head. Is anybody not mounting a hippogriff?
I'm gonna use the gust cantrip to kind of push myself off the air to get up onto the
Look at this
hippogriff.
fancy
Contagious
guy.
is a little excited about this.
Okay. Which hippogriff are you mounting?
Can I go with what Thrall?
Yes, you
Which is
can.
the one he's on, so I can stay with him. Cool.
Yes, you can.
I have a friend. Fuck you guys.
Anyone will go to this one?
Okay. Rick, are you mounting?
Oh yeah. So who's ever on this hippogriff,
Mhm.
Rick's gonna ask him, do you like music?
If it's not terrible.
Do it.
Some might say I'm good at what I do. Would you like me to play a tune on this nice ride over?
If you want to risk falling, be my guest.
Don't listen to our God. Do it.
He says a 26?
29.
29?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a song that I'll say later.
Okay. And you're going to be playing this while you are flying?
Yeah, on the lyre.
I'm going to need dexterity saving throw from you while you guys are flying.
Okay,
Why?
Jay will walk up to the last one.
It's like...
Jay will walk up to the...
Go ahead,
Go.
Jay, go ahead.
It's nothing to like lull them. It's just like a
No, I know, but you're literally on a mounted beast, not in a saddle, not holding onto reins, or anybody for security. Would you get on the back of a motorcycle and not hold on?
Gotta use those thunder stars, man. Grip that shit.
You said dexterity save?
Yeah.
Oh my
Bye,
God.
Rick.
Dude.
Oh my!
Ah!
Is that high enough or no?
Oh, that's hilarious.
The fact
Fucking
that it
luck.
was low.
Once you are mounted, you are unfortunately... He hasn't taken off yet, so you won't take fall damage. But you are not able to maintain holding on as you position
Okay.
yourself and get ready to play.
Then I won't sing a song. It's all good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Would have been a killer song though.
It would have killed.
The DC was 15.
Godry would look over at Rick when he proposed to Soldier, and he would say, "Interesting. I thought the bards of music would treat this more sacred. I will memorize this for later." And then he'll look back forward.
Actually, Rick will say, while I'm playing, do you mind holding on to me? One hand on
Can I
the
sit in your
reins,
lap?
one arm around me.
Can I sit in your lap? It's crazy. He needs a booster seat.
He furrows his brow. No.
What the fuck is so stupid?
I am a knight of the Feather Gale. Not a safety belt.
Okay.
Anyways.
Rick swallows his pride.
What I will say, Rick, is that if you want to try again once you are in the air, the DC is lower than the 15. The DC for taking flight was a bit higher because it's
You
a
could
bit
also
more.
just sing really well.
I mean, the idea was while we're in flight, I was gonna be playing the song, but it's all good.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to
No,
start
it's
out
good.
and be doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so then with the 14, you'd be able to do that during flight. My apologies on misunderstanding.
Right, because you have to have your seatbelt on during takeoff, and then you can take it off once you're, in in middle.
Yeah.
Please put all instruments away before landing.
As soon as they get in the air,
Okay.
Ian's just fucking.
And everybody is holding on to the rider as you prepare for takeoff. Yes, sorry.
Just gonna walk up to the last one. Look like he's directly eye level with the thing, and look up to the rider's like, a hand, please.
It's Prince!
He sighs heavily and just drops his arm for you.
This
I'll grab it,
Prince.
dig the nails in a little, maybe a little too hard, and pop up.
And you feel as the nails dig, you can see his eyes narrow as he kind of grits his teeth and does not move to help pull you up.
I'll use full body weight to pull him down then. Not actually. But no, I'm not. It's his hand. It's hand on hand, and then maybe one arm. Pull yourself.
Okay.
Anybody else getting the vibe that these guys don't like their job? Ooh, Rick, you could try forming another union.
Oh my god. In all fairness, taxiing is not their job.
I think Awen.
Did Jay piss him off?
I
Mark
saw
it.
what you were trying to do there.
Go ahead and mark it.
Awen does her shy self doesn't get the memo that she's necessarily supposed to hold on, or is kind of weird about it. So they go to take off, and she's like, "Whoa!" and just grabs onto the person in front and is immediately embarrassed. Face is red, but
He's unaware of it.
sorry.
He
This is not.
chuckles.
This is unfortunately not the "Do You Trust Me" scene we're looking for.
No. She's embarrassing herself. What was I about to do? I went to my character sheet for something.
I don't know.
Gone now.
It's gone in the wind.
Oh no, I
With
was
your
gonna go to
glasses.
my bingo card.
Oh, okay. As you all hold tight, some of you more scared and panicked, excited than others. Some, I think, more excited than anything. Feel the winds rush across your faces, blowing your hair wildly as the hippogriffs begin to run before taking flight. As you guys are flying, Rick, what little jaunty do you play?
Oh, the moment's over. It's not happening.
Okay.
By the guard, whatever. This guy kind of made me mad, so.
Okay.
Rick is so goddamn bipolar.
No, you don't get my song.
As you
You don't
guys,
Kind of Rick doing his own thing.
as you guys take flight, soaring above the trees, you watch as the spire draws nearer. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh.
Okay. Cass, you're the only one I have hope that will get this. You know this scene in Barbie and the Pegasus?
Yes.
It's the three little kids and they have their own unicorns and they're like making the sunset. That's what I'm seeing.
Hey Denali, any chance you could drop a cryptic message of elemental chaos?
I was thinking more along the lines of just some weird rock shit. I think that would really tie things together.
JJ, are you sure Rick doesn't want to do something?
No, I'm good.
Any deals with the devil, people?
Could we see a sigil in the clouds?
Well,
That's
technically,
Going underground?
technically there was sigil spotting for me because one of the NPCs was shown the sigils.
Yeah, for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Are we going underground?
we're doing the exact opposite.
uh,
I mean, technically, going
Is
into
there
the
an
building-
underground cave in the sky?
yes, there is, and now I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, we got there. I win.
Bingo.
Oh my gosh, I like the bingo card.
That's
Okay,
I'm
hilarious.
so glad.
so for
As a
you
consistent
guys,
of us fishing for bingos, please, we have to keep doing it.
yes, that was a lot of fun. For those
I'll
of
have
you
to
that were
upload it.
watching the stream and hanging out tonight, thank you so much. This group will be back next Saturday at 9:30 Eastern. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye bye.